Hey everybody! We're doing the embeds. Uh-oh. My chat lips is popping up. I hadn't looked at my face since the last video, you know. And the lye burn is better, but you can see it's not perfect. A little bit of vinegar goes a long way, guys. You gotta use that vinegar. But I just thought, you know what, I got a lot of it on there, me right there. I'm gonna taste it. I'm gonna see if it needs vinegar or not. People are all the time saying, you don't need vinegar. Vinegar don't do nothing. Well, it does. It makes it not turn red and swell up and sting. All right, so, you know, there's lots of different things for embeds, and you can make embeds. And I think one of the coolest things to do with embeds is to make melt and pour soap and color it fun colors, and make little silicone molds like teddy bears and stuff. Hang on, I got one. This may be owls. It's owls. Anyway, you make little embeds like this, even smaller than this. I've got some candy pieces and different things. And you buy these at like Walmart and, you know, in the baking sections, craft aisles. They're silicone, so you can just pop right out, no problem. If you can't do that, you don't want it. But back when I first started making this soap, I didn't have nothing like that. But I thought embeds was cute. But you know me. So I just put pieces of my soap in there. But I did find that there is a couple of tricks to it. So you know, other people sometimes they will make soap specifically to cut up to go in. And so I thought, well, you know, let's just go over this. So here we go. All right. So I have found that it has to go in at a particular temperature. And if you've got a design top, I take that off sometimes. Sometimes I won't. I'm terrible. But I predominantly do so that I have more of a square surface. And I make cubes with my soap. And I find that this size right here is too small. It will start to melt. The bigger cubes, like these right here, these bigger cubes, they don't melt in the process. And we just learned that if I filled this particular container up with enough soap, so I made that size for you so that you could see them. But with most bars of soap, it's 3 cuts one way and 2 cuts the shorter side. So these seem to be just the perfect size. All right. And well, same thing, we're going to take off our decorative top. And you can even stack these up. You can get highfalutin. And you might like the look of it when they melt a little. So you could do something fun. It's like if they melt a little, they'll make swirls of color, and then there'll be a cube. Okay, that's the rule. 2's as tall as you can do it. 3 tries to fight with you. Yeah, it tries to fall over. You get yourself back up there right now, okay. I put 2 bars of the orange colored soap and 2 bars of what is that? Majorium soap, and this is turmeric and paprika blend, and then this is just the black African soap. I'm trying to get that right so I say it right. And it has just the dried tropical materials that we burn in it. So that is our leftovers. You can put those smaller pieces in, but as I said, they will melt. Sometimes I'll leave them on the top of a cube, but today we're cutting them all off. So this is I think a 4-cup measurer. It's been a long time since I had ink written on it. I've had this since day 1, and you can see we're heaping because there's holes all over. You know, we can't pack it. So if you were to actually pack it all down in there, I think it would be exactly 4 cups. And then as it goes, you never know when you never know where the little, you know, sometimes there'll be a chunks on the top. Sometimes I'll fix it where there's just no chunks on the top. And then you'll see, like this one here, you can just barely see it through a little bit of soap. It didn't quite show up. And then, and these did. So anyway, so that is what we're doing. Now, okay, so now let's talk a bit more about embeds. On the embeds, I like to get my fragrance in at 160 degrees. So I put my embeds in either just after I put my scent in or at 165, 68 degrees right there, and that knocks the temperature down to 160 really quick so that you can easily put them in. And we're making this soap today. We call it Bar 16, the lotion bar. It has all kinds of wonderful extra super fats in it. It's glorious. I just love it. Hey, did you put the extra super fats in bar number 16? No. Okay, find the piece of paper that has the super fats on it. I think you found it, didn't it? Mm-hmm. We're going to have to throw a few extra super fats in there. She's learning. And it just takes time. Just takes time. Yeah, yep, bring it over here. There's, on the lotion bar, we put a little extra. Yeah, lotion bar. Here it says 3, and here is 2. So we add an extra one of that, same amount of that. Here we do, instead of 2 on that, we do 4. So we need 2 more of that one of that one. Then we need 1 of this one of this one. We already, we ended up another 0.5 because you already put in 0.5. And then 2 tablespoons, so we put in 2 more because it's 4. And then we put in a little extra vitamin E. You can put it in just put it in a bowl and just go put it right into 16, or you can just measure it out and dump it in, whatever. We got to get it melted on that you might ought actually though, we might ought to put it on defrost in the microwave in a bowl because it's cooled down already some, and it might not melt it. You know, the cocoa butter's hard to melt. Anyway, bar 16 has extra oils in it. And so she's stealing my scale. I'm trying to make bath bombs. You want to see what I've done so far? This is Epsom salts. Just plain Epsom salts, 3 ounces, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of alkanet root, and a tablespoon of almond oil. And I wouldn't put the oil in there, but it takes the oil to get the colorant to be pretty and vibrant when you're using these natural colors. I don't know about other colorants that well too much. I know a little bit about candle colorants. But anyway, so here is some pretty little Epsom salts that we could put in the bottom of our mold and then pack, and that way it'll be right there on the top or something. I've seen them do that, so we're going to see. And so anyway, so I just wanted to show you and talk to you about embeds. I really love doing the melt and pour. And with the melt and pour, you can encapsulate something too in your embeds. And so like for some of my bath bombs, I think I'd like to put a crystal in it. Wouldn't that be fun for you to get a crystal? Because you know, a lot of our customers buy our rocks and they love our crystals. And so I thought to myself, it would be pretty fun to have, you know, we could have a chakra set, so that each one of the, like you could get a set of them and it would have all of the stones of the chakra, one in each one, you know. I thought that'd be cool. And everybody loves certain ones, but lapis is really, really pretty. And I think it would look really pretty when you picked it up in the bathwater and pulled it up. It looks so translucent and fun. So anyway, so we may do that. And we're just pondering around to see what we might do and everything. Now, I wondered, did anybody get a notification from YouTube? Hillary says they're having a glitch today, and they're not sending out notifications whenever I do my videos. And I looked through all my settings, and I cannot find. So I'm going to have to Google it later. I'm going to have to ask Google where it is in my YouTube account where I let people get notifications via email of my channel. Oh, yes, you got one? Oh, wonderful. Oh, you did? Wait, not for the last one or this one either. Did you get one from YouTube or did you get one from Hillary? And Connie, I received your payment. Hillary will need to reach out to you, and because you had bought one thing and then you changed it for another, and it's been so long since I sent out the invoice, we got a little bit lost. So Hillary may have, most likely has already sent you an email. Just make sure that you got that email and that you answer her, because we got to make sure we put you on the right class. Okay? All right. So anyway, so like today, because I've been having problems. It's like one of my medicines, something that's happened, and all of a sudden I've got arthritis all over my body. Never had arthritis problems much, and suddenly it's everywhere. And so I'm carrying hematite, which is really great for that. And this hip seems to hurt the most, so I'm putting it in that hip pocket. And then I'm carrying this one. I call this fairy dust. I can't remember the technical name for it, but I just love it because when the light hits it, and I don't know if you can see it, but when the light hits it, fairy dust sparkles out of it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the camera. It's like you have to hold it just right there. No, I don't know if you can see it or not, but when you hold this one under the light, it sparks at you ever so often, just like a spark on a flame. Right there, it did it right there. And I call it fairy dust. Right there, it's doing it. It's shining out at me. Really popping right there. So anyway, so I love that one. Anyway, you did get the notice from the YouTube. I am so glad then. I was a little bit concerned. I've been doing quite a few live videos today, and people have been saying that they're not getting notifications, and Tiffany still didn't get a notification. So, but now Tiffany, go on to my YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button, and it's going to say, do you want to unsubscribe? And then you can hit cancel, and then hit the little bell. And when you hit the bell, it's, you know, if it, for some reason you've accidentally unsubscribed, then it'll say, do you want to subscribe? And that way you know which way it is, because I can never tell by looking at it. And then take the, push the button on the little bell, because that's what actually gets you notifications, is the little bell. So you have to hit the bell. So hit the bell, everybody. All right, where is that lotion bar at? Is it ready for stuff to go in? Have you?
The avocado for
Right here, avocado, almond. But what's the temperature like on that thing?
I haven't tested for a few minutes.
All right, what was the last?
180.
180? Okay, all right. So I'm going to walk these over here, and then I'm coming back to get you. So just don't get in no trouble. Just hang on. Do what?
I grabbed almond and not avocado.
You got to remember to clean the sides down. You didn't get it on this one. And you didn't clean down the spoon on the spoon. So we got chunks on the spoon handle. You have to clean this one. I figure, look, see that? You got to see how hard that's getting? You got to clean that down into the spoon whenever you're done. And clean your side. Alright? That there needs a bag. Did you forget?
Well, I had stirred a little bit, and I just went through and got the crusty parts and put them under. Didn't need this time.
Make sure you always clean these sides. Alright, I gotta go get me peeps over here. I'm coming. I told you I'd be back. Were y'all good while I was gone? I'm carrying my camera set up. I wish you could see it. As soon as I get my actual laptop sorted and this new camera I bought sorted to where it works on YouTube, I'm going to show you. But I can't show you because you're on it. All right. So, let me look at 16. The mama tub. This one here's under 160. Alright, so that means that they're all getting probably ready. Which essential oils do you not have poured up? That's 3, those 2 there. What's that last one on the end? Do you have one for it?
I think I might be done.
What about the lemon?
No, I don't have lemongrass.
Alright, you'll have to look on the recipe book for how much lemongrass goes in.
That's the only one I got left.
What about this one? Or 10?
No, I don't think I have that one either.
Okay.
So I need to clear the lemongrass.
10 and lemongrass. Alright. Okay, I'm back. I'm moving this behind you. There we go. She was going back into you and knock you over. I know she was. I'm saving you from the hard fall on the cement floor. Okay. All right, so we are of a good temperature. Oh, it's in. All right, bar 16. Have you already put the super fats in?
Not the extra super fast, no.
All right.
I gotta measure up that last one right there, and how do you want it to come out? It looks like it's thick.
There's the lid to it.
Right there.
How much goes in?
One.
Is that it?
Yeah, that was the last one.
All right. I can't believe we're still patching this liquid soap. I'm putting it in the microwave, guys. We got to pre-melt it a little bit because at 160 it will not melt the cocoa butter or the shea butter, I don't think. Not in any type of funness. See where there's a line through here that's changed to right here? Yeah. That's the right rating. But I left it where it's visible in case I don't like it and I want to go back. Hang on, you got soap on me. All right. All right, so let's be stirring up our essential oils. Oh, this one smells so good. It has lang lang in it. I tell you, that lang lang's got so expensive. I had to reduce a little bit on how much I put in here. I just couldn't put the normal amount anymore. I'm waiting on that microwave. Hang on. Sorry about that. There, I had to tell my son. He'll keep trying. He'll keep trying. He won't quit. Oh, man, it's so good to see all of you back. Have you had a good Sunday? Yeah? I've been working my butt off. My back's hurting. Oh, there goes our super fats. Or, oh, you okay? I'm worried about your phone.
I ain't worried about that. I had to take it.
I must not have hit the appropriate defrost button. Go get me the spatula for 6 seconds. Woo! I know how to work this thing, but I don't think I did it right.
You might have hit cook.
My bowl was really hot. I burnt myself. That was not a good thing. But that's what you get when you're watching live, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Look how red my hands are. I picked that thing up and went, ah! I guess too, it's a type of crockery. It might not be well suited for the microwave. All right. So,
What was the other one I needed? Oh, lemongrass.
so I found it right at 160. So I didn't put my embeds in first. I made sure that I got everything in there that will stir well. And so, oh, that hand is mad. And so, all right, so in they go. Whew. Aren't they pretty? Now, let me show you that. Let me get you closer.
Lemongrass doesn't get any oil.
Lemongrass madness. Didn't tell how much I put in there. It's a new soap. I've only made it once. Ooh. All right, just leave the lemongrass and a tablespoon where I can get to it. And then make sure that you write it down. I'll tell you how much I put in. All right. Let me give you that. Darling. Ooh, that hand is bad. But the soap must go on. So we put in our scent, and I put it in at 160. this cannot go in more than like 165 to 170. You do more than that with this size cube and it will melt it. If you go with smaller cubes, then I would do them especially like this. Do them after I've stirred up all of the essential oils in. Alright, so now let's get them on and I'll show you what it looks like. Go deep first, and you'll end up getting less of the embeds. I don't know if it's working. Sometimes it does. There we go. And that just causes you to get more embeds on the top. And this is a fun little soap. I mean, everybody loves this soap with the little colored spots. It makes wonderful presents. And around Christmas time, you could make it peppermint. And then you could take, and you could do, this would be really fun. You could do 2 crock pots, okay? Do madder root in 1 crock pot and make it pink. Do like 3 tablespoons in a double batch, all right? Maybe 4, all right? And then in the other one, leave it white. And then make your embeds white and, or maybe it would be better to make it pink and make your embeds white soap that didn't have any color. And then just put peppermint in there. Yeah, that would be pretty. Hey, kitty kitty. I don't believe you. I know. Her anal glands had to get clean today, so she's mad at us. Leave my butt alone. But in her old age, she gets infected anal glands because she lives on a cement floor, so she can't scrub good. All right. Which one is that one? 7? All right, what's the temperature on it?
Yeah, just stir it.
All right. Let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone if you can. So now, I just try to bring some of the embeds up on the top and uncover them a little bit. But you could actually, you know, take and get, and like reserve some embeds, you know, for the top. And not put them on. Not put them in the mix, but then squeeze them down in to the mix after you mold it. Do what now? Alright, then go ahead and put the scent in there. And there's another one. We'll uncover that one a little bit. Uncover that black one a little bit. And there's a red one. We'll uncover it, and we'll actually pick this one up and see if we can squeeze it right there. There we go. And fill in the hole where it was. And you can work a lot on this. People are used to mine looking like this right here. Oh yeah, just throw yourself on the floor. And I don't stack these on top of each other because when I do, it smush them because they're too tall. So these have to sit separately. But aren't they pretty? I mean, it is sort of pretty. And right here, like here is another little cube. You could reach in, you know, and uncover it a little bit more, and you know, and play with them and get them more visible. But to me, that's all I need. Here, let you put that down there, and I'll get the other one. Hang on a minute.
Did you already pour 10 liquids in?
Huh? I believe so.
Or is that the one? No, it's right here.
I poured them in a couple, you know. So
But that one was at 170 anyway.
is this 7?
Yeah.
Why are you wasting? You got to get your spatula a hold of that, girl. Wait, let me sew that. Let me sew that. Don't you pour those essential oils, those expensive essential oils in that soap and leave some in the glass. You hear me now? You use your spatula. This stuff's expensive. There you go. I think y'all learn more from her mistakes than the stuff I tell you. It's like she'll mess up something and y'all will hear me tell her what to do and you're like, writing it down. Anyway, and that's the way I was when I started. I was writing it down. Okay. So, that is how I put embeds in. Now, there's lots of fun ways to do embeds, as I was talking about. And my favorite way is just melt and pour soap. Melt and pour soap, though, does what? It melts faster. So if you do the embeds that's touching the outside will disappear just a little bit faster than the rest, but I don't think it's a big deal. And all the embeds on the inside, of course, will wait until they're exposed before they start dissolving slightly faster. But it's not a big deal. And then it really works better in cold process soap because cold process also melts faster than hot process soap. But hot process soap is the hardest predominantly and most likely, most cases. And so therefore it is the hardest, and therefore the melt and pour soap cubes or whatever you make will go a little bit faster. All right. All right, everybody. Now, let's see. Yes. Wait, 165? No, flip her over until she gets 160. If you put essential oils in before 160, what happens? They flash off, and then your scent's dead. And you need to flip it under. All right, so 160, guys, on essential oils. Woo, look at that hand. Ooh, it's mad. I picked that bowl up. Wait, ah! All right. So let's see if anybody's had any questions. I'm going to just take this is a short video. I'm going to take a moment and just see if I can see any of the video. Laura said hello. Hello, Laura. Potty bombs today. Yesterday I made lotion, foaming hand soap, and some body butter. Was very busy weekend for me. Yes, it was. MJ Homestead. I wonder what the MJ stands for. I've been lazy. It's cold, snowy, and raining all day. It's been raining here, but no snow, but it's been cold as blue blazes. Ah, you finally caught me live. Oh, if you want to get an email from a human, the human being Hillary, when I'm going live, she sends out emails. And I try to always tell her, I send her a little message and say, hey, I'm going live, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. And she sends out emails to people who wants to get emails. And how you do that is you go to soapykisses.com and you sign up for those emails. There's 2 forms on the Contact Us page. One of them is for just simply getting your name, your email address, and your name and your phone number if you want to be called. And the reason we take those numbers is because once you sign up for a class, Sometimes we can't get people to reply to their emails for days and days and days, and the class is about to happen. They're not on the group page on Facebook. They've made no form of contact towards us. And we're like, ah! And we just want to make a phone call and call you and see, hey, are you alive? So we've been catching phone numbers, but those phone numbers are only used if you do sign up for a class. All right. And we've got some YouTube notifications. All right. Yes, if you'd like to buy some of that, she's already poked the link up there for you to go to buy some bar number 16. Let's see. How much is the next Body Butter class? The next Body Butter class is $20 per class. There's 2 classes. It's an introductory class to Body Butter, and it normally would be more expensive than that, but it's my Christmas present to y'all that sign up to give y'all it cheap. So it's cheap. Grab it while you can, because I only have room for so many people on those kind of classes. They're a little bit harder than some because there's a lot of information to share and a lot of stuff to teach. So I can't put, you're welcome. I can't put, 50 people on that class. So you've got to hurry and pay for that Body Butter class. Okay? All right. All you got to pay for right now is class 1. You can pay for class 1, 2 after class 1 is over. They're probably done 2 separate weeks. I can't remember, but that's the way I usually do it. Like 1 week you get a class and you learn how to make recipes, what do we need, blah, 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 all kinds of pre-information, and then that gives you a whole week to order stuff and get it in so that you're prepared for the next class. And you don't actually have to make it that day. I will be making some Body Butter, but you don't have to actually make it, but that way it gives you a week to be getting things in and ordering stuff so that if you have questions about what you've ordered, you will be able to ask me during the next class. All right. Yes, I appreciate that, Tiffany. Tiffany's been to several of our classes, and Tiffany's just a pleasure to have. And I do work really, 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 really hard to make sure that I teach you really, really, really good, and we have fun. All right, so we're off to the races. How many soaps we got left to process?
I think I can put this in there now.
What?
It was right at 160. I can put it in.
All right, what number is that? Bar 3B? Yes. Don't get that one on your skin. I'd prefer you wear gloves. You're breastfeeding, but you're still handling a baby. So go get gloves. All right. I don't like penny roll being handled by people. All right. Bye, everybody. I'll see you soon.